Witness's vision is for everyone with a smartphone to be a human rights defender. A lot of our work focuses on how do we directly empower millions and billions of people on the front lines of human rights activism to know what to film, how to share, and how to utilize that content to create human rights change. But for many of us, our experience of human rights violations is watching that footage at a distance, on YouTube, in our Facebook feed. Recently, we've seen the possibility of live streaming to change our relationship to human rights violations captured on camera, because we can watch as things happen and we can potentially do things that change the course of events. The Mobil-Eyes Us initiative at Witness is based around this idea of moving people from passive viewers to active witnesses and participants alongside frontline communities facing human rights violations. We've been working with frontline communities in the favelas of Rio to think, how do we do that in a way that is powerful and effective for them? And that involves two elements. In the Mobil-Eyes Us initiative, we're saying, how do you build a relationship between communities on the ground and live streaming audiences watching? That means not only showing the moment of crisis, but also bringing people into a storytelling arc that shows them how the community organizes, how it celebrates, how victories are achieved, and helps build people into a relationship of solidarity with the frontline communities. The second part of that is bringing people in to do actions that matter. So we've been looking at how do you bring people into live streams to take group actions. For example, to call ahead to a police station when someone has been arrested and say, we know that person is there in those critical moments when someone might be abused. Or, for example, to show on site how many people are watching, to make it physically manifest the pressure and the watching eyes. And we've also been looking at how do you bring in people with individual skills? How do you bring in translators who can simultaneously watch and translate and contextualize what is happening for an audience maybe half the world away? Or how do you bring in a legal observer? One skill that may not be physically present, but you can bring in via live stream to help people film the right stuff and know how to protect themselves. So our idea is very simple. It's how to combine the power of live streaming to engage us emotionally and in the moment with the power of technologies that push those live streams to the right people, to the right group of people who can join and take action, or to the right individual who can take action in a specific way as a legal observer, as a translator, as someone who adds context. And in that way, we're trying to change people's relationship from being passive observers to active witnesses as they engage with communities on the front lines of activism.